Hi, I'm Ryan from Kamloops, British Columbia, and this is Ryan from Kamloops. Hello, Kamloops, and welcome to episode 33 of Ryan from Kamloops. Thanks again so much to Sue, Patty, and Tyler for being amazing guests last week. I hope everyone had fun at the Tapestry Festival, Terry Fox Run, and CamCon last weekend. Tell me about it in the comments. What'd you get up to? Thanks as well to an anonymous friend from Westside for this amazing background picture of a beautiful sunset right here in Kamloops. All right, everyone. On today's show, we're going to do a little something different. We're going to learn. Today, we're taking a look into the world of doulas. Now, some of you may already be familiar with doulas, but I'm hoping that you may learn a little bit more. And some of you may have no clue, like me, and learn about something you definitely didn't know before. Like my first guest who reached out to the show, and I for sure had no idea that what she does even existed. Anne-Marie Jacobs is a death doula. She runs a business called Red Door Doula, and she works with individuals and families to help navigate all of the intricacies involved when someone is nearing the end stages of life and afterwards. I'll let her tell you more. Here I am, outside 5 Bean and the Bowl and Bun on the North Shore with Anne-Marie from Kamloops. Thanks, Ryan. I'm outside 5 Bean on the North Shore with Anne-Marie, the death doula. Anne-Marie, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure is mine. Let's start off today just by letting Kamloops know, what is a death doula?
A death doula is a non-medical professional who helps with grief and loss, navigating the healthcare system, anything to do with illness, and just helping the families as well.
Yeah, we spoke when we first met. That my mom, I lost her to cancer. She was up at the hospice, and I really think I could have used someone like you to help me and my brother when we had a vicious fight, an argument outside of the hospice. Love you, brother. But that happened, and I think having someone like you would have helped us out a lot.
If it makes you feel any better, that is absolutely normal. The amount of family fights I've seen and, had to help break up, it's normal. There's big emotions going on, and you don't know what to do with them.
Yeah, that was during my negative phase. We're on the positivity now. How can we reach out to you and learn more about what it is you do and get involved and get your services for my viewers?
There's all the information you could need at www.reddoordoula.com, and I can be reached at info@reddoordoula.com or 250-679-0616.
Fantastic. If I do my job correctly, all that information will be on the screen now, as well as you're on Facebook and Instagram?
Yes, I am, as Red Door Doula.
Excellent. Thank you so much for being on the show. I think this is really great to let Kamloops know that people like you are out there. There's help available, different things that we might not think of. So thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you very much.
All right, for now, we'll send it back to you, Ryan. Thanks so much, Anne-Marie, for reaching out to the show. I'm really happy to have learned about something totally new. Anne-Marie also has a podcast called Dear Psychopomp, Let's Talk About Death. Go find it and learn even more. I would recommend trying Season 2, Episode 2, conveniently titled, What Do Death Doulas Actually Do? Thanks again so much, Anne-Marie. So after meeting with Anne-Marie, I thought to myself that, that would be a great episode in and itself. But then I was like, hey, Ryan, you know a birth doula, and you don't know much about what she does either. Maybe I'll ask her to be on the show, and we'll complete that circle of life, just maybe the other way around. Either way, my friend Kayla Wolf is a doula at Your Birth Matters, and I did just that. We met up at her office, and we had fellow doula Vanessa Mack join us as well. Here I am at Your Birth Matters in Sahalee with Kayla and Vanessa from Kamloops. Thanks, Ryan. I am here at Your Birth Matters with Kayla and Vanessa. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan.
It's my pleasure, really, to have you guys on the doula episode where we can learn so much that we didn't know, or maybe more about, maybe a little something that we knew. Who wants to give me a quick, brief description of what it is you guys do as doulas here at Your Birth Matters?
Well, we teach prenatal classes. Vanessa teaches a newborn class, and we are both car seat techs. For labor doula, we get hired from families and individuals to support them on their birthing journey. We do some prep work here, we meet a few times, and then when the big day comes, we get to join you in hospital or at home if you have a home birth with a midwife. And basically, we just get to support you in one of the most vulnerable stages of life.
Yeah, I love that. You guys probably get to see so many babies. I'm a little jealous of that. I love other people's babies at this stage of my life. My kids are grown, so I'm a little jealous of that. What else do you guys have going on? You guys mentioned something about a postnatal or a fourth trimester class. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so this Thursday, September 18th, this is the first of the series. It's an 8-week series. At the John Todd Center, we will have the fourth trimester community circle. And every week there's a different guest speaker, and we just get to talk about all of the things about the fourth trimester. And sometimes we can look at Instagram and Facebook and it's beautiful and motherhood is the best thing ever, but it's not always that way. So we like to keep it real. We like to talk about the hard stuff and meet other people in the same season of life as well.
I really love that. Same for fatherhood, to be really honest with you. Facebook and Instagram can be very deceiving. Yes. We like to live in reality. I love that. And then we got something else coming up in October, so a little bit later on, but let's get prepared for that. What's going on?
Yeah, so on October 19th, we have a fertility walk here in Kamloops. It is through Fertility Matters Canada. It was brought to Kamloops by another local mama, and we've kind of jumped on board with her, and we've created our own team for Birth Matters so that we can walk alongside our clients. We'll be doing a 6K around Riverside Park, and it is a 6K because 1 in 6 families struggle with infertility. So we are happy and excited to be doing that on October 19th.
That sounds really phenomenal. I can really relate with that, some of those struggles. Perfect. Is there anything else we need to say? I think that might be it for...
Yeah. If you want to register for the walk,
yes.
We will have the link in our bio and on the socials, and it's under the Modern Nest team in Kamloops.
Fantastic. And I should have all the information pertinent on the screen now if I've done my job correctly again. For now, though, we'll send it back to the studio. Back to you, Ryan. Thanks so much to Kayla and Vanessa for joining me on today's doula episode. Now, Kayla wanted me not to forget to say that the fourth trimester community circle is going to be co-hosted by Vicky Farnell from Lighthouse Therapy. So along with other guests each week, you'll have Vicky, Kayla, and Vanessa, and it sounds just like a great event for new moms over at the John Todd Center every Thursday for the next 8 weeks. And don't forget to look ahead to October 19th and register for the Fertility Walk. Go to fertilitymatters6k.ca and find the Modern Nest team. Thanks again so very much to Kayla, Vanessa, and Anne-Marie for teaching me about the world of doulas. I certainly know more now than I did a few weeks ago, and I hope that you do too. All right, the learning portion of the show is over. Or is it? Let's go now to the House of Misfit and learn about what's going on around Kamloops in the world of arts and entertainment in our segment called Shows and Such with Jess and Dre from Kamloops.
Thanks, Ryan. Hey, everyone. It's Jess from House of Misfit from Kamloops, alongside
Dre from Loud Content and Kamloops, and we got some shows and such for you guys. To start off, we got Hog playing the Bridgeview Theater with support from At Times of Madness and The Burificated. It's all ages and $20 at the door, Thursday, September 18th. We also, on that date, we have the Vertigo film screening at the Paramount Theater, 7:15. Tickets are at kfs.ca.
next up on Friday, September 19th, Scalding, Bloodrine, Druin, and Revelator will be bringing some metal to the Effie Arts Collective. Doors are at 7:30. Tickets are $23 on orangetickets.ca, ?
Okay, and then next up, we have, sorry, give me 1 second here. We have September 20th, Patrick Malia and Julian Marciano at the Effie. Tickets are at ticketbowl.ca, I believe, as well as Endless Swarm, Pavel Chekhov, Caustic, Dermacyst, Threshold Amnesia at the Bridgeview Theater. It's also all ages and $20 at the door.
And then last but not least, Sunday, September 21st, there's the Juniper Fall Fair in Juniper Park at 10 a.m. Maybe Loopster will be there scoping out some Juniper Ridge Mills. Who knows? And then last but not least, a little bit of shameless self-promotion for you. House of Misfit is open every Sunday this September from 12 to 4 for our backlot pop-ups. So we'll have vendors in our backlot, and we'll be here hanging out for you to come shop, say hi, maybe grab some stuff. And that's all we got for now. Back to you, Ryan.
Thanks so much, Dre, for joining us today for Shows and Such and giving Jess a hand. Dre's going to start joining in on Shows and Such when he's available. So if you have a show or such, as always, please let us know in the comments. Let Jess know. And now you can let Dre know at Loud Content on Instagram, and we'll try to get it on the show. Be a friend, tell a friend. Just like I had a viewer tag me in a post, and then I was contacted by Melanie Hewer, who wanted to get the word out about the 4th annual Curtis McCoy Fishing Derby happening this weekend, September 20th and 21st at Knuff Lake. They're raising money in support of hospice in Curtis's name. I'm all about that. Donations can be made to the RBC downtown, up at the hospice in Sahali, or e-transfer Melanie to the address that you see on the screen here. I hope that you can raise a lot of cash, have a lot of fun, and catch so many fish. Curtis sounds like he was a great guy who wanted to give back and help others. We love that kind of attitude and spirit here on Ryan from Kamloops. Please get out and join in if you're able. And in the spirit of the fishing derby, this week I'm going to do the top 5 types of trout that you can catch around Kamloops. Now, I'm not a fisherman, so please let me know which ones I get wrong. Number 5, brook trout. Number 4, bull trout. Number 3, cutthroat trout. Number 2, a rainbow trout. And the number 1 trout that you can catch around Kamloops is, come on, should have been obvious by now, the Kamloops trout. Look it up. But if you catch Cammy, please go for the catch and release kind of fishing. Okay, that's it for the top 5 this week and the show. I want to thank my guests again, Anne-Marie, Kayla, Vanessa, Jess, Dre, the 4th annual Curtis McCoy Fishing Derby, and the band Hog from Victoria, who provided their song Youthful Offender that you heard during Shows and Such today. I also asked them to send in a little video introducing themselves. I hope that you guys have a positive Kamloops experience and a great show this week. I'll see you next week for a very special 44th birthday celebration episode of Ryan from Kamloops. Here comes the video from Hog. Until then, look for the positivity in your life. Knowledge is power. Kids are the future. Bye, everyone.